Flight to Freedom. Elena Fernandez hated living in Cuba. Life was hard there, food was scarce, so was medicine. Most people had no cars. Fernandez had a car, but she could not get much gas for it. Even books were hard to get in this poor country. Fernandez dreamed of living in Cuba. In 1986, she tried to go to Mexico. But the Cuban government would not let her. 5 years later, she tried to go to Spain. Again, government workers said no. "You're not going anywhere," they told her. "You're going to die right here with the rest of us." Fernandez believed them. She did not think she would ever get out of Cuba. After all, her father was Fidel Castro. He was the leader of the country. He would never let Fernandez leave. It would make him look bad if his own child left Cuba behind. So for many years, Fernandez stayed where she was. She worked odd jobs. She took care of her daughter, Elena Maria, but she was not free, and she had no hope. "Things were getting worse in Cuba every day," she said. "I imagined the future, and it was empty, so was I." By 1993, she could not take it anymore. She felt as if she had no purpose in life, and she feared that 16-year-old Elena Maria would soon feel the same way. "I was like a vegetable. She was beginning to be one, too," said Fernandez. "We had to get out." Fernandez decided to sneak out of Cuba. It would be dangerous. If she were caught, she could be sent to jail. She might be beaten. She might be treated badly, or worse. But Fernandez was willing to take that chance. She was willing to do almost anything to get away. There was just one thing she would not do. She would not put her daughter in danger. Fernandez longed to take Elena Maria out of Cuba, but if the girl came with her, they would both be breaking the law. If they were caught, Elena Maria might be severely punished. Fernandez would not let that happen. So she chose to sneak out alone. If she made it, she would try to get Elena Maria out legally. Fernandez talked to a friend from Spain. The friend sent her a fake passport. A passport is a government paper. It allows a person to travel to other countries. The friend's passport showed a photograph of a Spanish woman. She was much larger than Fernandez. Her hair was much longer, too. Fernandez wanted to pretend to be that woman and use the passport. So she found a wig to wear. She also began to eat extra food to gain weight. She did everything she could to look more like the picture on the passport. For 2 months, Fernandez built up her weight. She also built up her strength. She worked out in secret, she did sit-ups and push-ups, she ran in place. She knew that she would need a strong mind and a strong body to carry out her daring plan. At first, Fernandez did not want her daughter to know her plan. As the time to leave drew near, she told Elena Maria the truth. She was brave and kept the secret, Fernandez said. In fact, Elena Maria liked the plan. She wanted her mother to go. It gave her hope that someday she might get out too. On December 19, 1993, Fernandez made her move. She put away on the wig, she put on a tan coat, she also put on heavy makeup. The woman in the picture had big lips. "I made my mouth big with lots of lipstick," Fernandez said. Then she packed a small travel bag. It held things that a Spanish tourist might carry. This meant a bathing suit and a few other clothes. Fernandez could not take more. Taking too many clothes would look suspicious. She could not take anything that would reveal who she really was. She could not even take a picture of Elena Maria. Saying goodbye to her daughter was not easy. Fernandez gave Elena Maria a hug. "I love you," she said. "I love you more," the girl replied. At the airport, Fernandez tried to fit in with the tourists. She walked past the guards, then she went to the gate. No one stopped her. Holding her breath, she boarded a plane bound for Spain. She had done it! She had escaped from Cuba. She asked the U.S. government to let her move to the United States. The U.S. government agreed. And so, on December 21, she flew to Florida. Word of Fernandez's escape spread quickly. Everyone thought Fidel Castro should let Elena Maria out too. He felt more and more pressed. After a few days, he gave in. On New Year's Eve, Elena Maria boarded a plane in Cuba. She flew to Florida, where she stepped into her mother's arms. At last, Fernandez and her daughter were out of the danger zone.